Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. It's another wheel day. Let's see which one of these random viewer-suggested ideas that we spin. Who knows what it's going to be? Cannibalism time. Alright, we love cannibalism. The joke here, of course, being that we have the two chef IDs alongside a couple other notable things, namely the fact that the new Dawn sure does just eat people. So give me a second to build the team for that, and then let's get into it. Alright, I've got the 3 IDs selected and a bunch of other random things for the sake of the rest bonuses. So let's get going. Now, I think for the sake of this run, I'm going to try running just exclusively the 2 chefs and Dawn, and we'll see just how well this goes. Might be a bad idea because it's only 3 units, but I believe in us. We'll have Dawn go first. Yeah, probably a smart move. Now, I guess something else to bring up is the fact that there are other IDs that you could count as cannibalism and do partake in cannibalism. Notably, R-Corp IDs. Oh yeah, also I got the Malkuth announcer now. Yippee, we'll get to hear that this time. But the R-Corp IDs all eat people, notably because, hatchery shenanigans. If you know what goes on in Ruina regarding R-Corp, you know exactly what I mean, although it might not have triggered you beforehand, but they sure do have to eat other people in the hatchery. And also you could debate that the Pequod crew also eat people, however, it's only specifically in, like, the politified version, so maybe the IDs don't count, because of the fact that they sure do eat mermaids in the whale, and mermaids are just people. Although at that point, it depends on, like, what point is a person no longer a person, Those are, like, semi-cannibalism. I'm sure you could make, like, random exceptions for, like, more IDs, like, here and there, but yeah, they're probably cannibals. Like, G-Corp also could count, that's for sure. G-Corp Gregor definitely is, like... I don't know if he's eating people in any of these animations, though, but, like, he's absorbing them. G-Corp Otis, I don't think, is eating people, but is also, G-Corp Otis, so probably has eaten people. I'm sure you could argue that. I just went with the 3 that are very clearly cannibalists and cannibals. I don't know why I had so much trouble figuring out the word cannibal. I don't know. That's a me moment. That's how it is sometimes. Currently recording this couple hours before we actually see what the new IDs are going to be this week, so apologies for that, but kind of got to record, like, the night before nowadays, because that's the only time that Gregor, my dog, is actually, like, asleep. And when he's awake, he's a little bit of a nuisance, as you could tell. Not last time, I think 2 days ago, was it? I think so. You get what I mean. We're gonna go look for anything that helps us for, like, bleed purposes. Thrill, actually, bleed, rupture are both good for us, so we'll take that. Because we sure are rupture-y. And then Dawn being given another skill 3. If nothing else, we could just turn this into a Dawn solo later on, yeah. That is true. We got some rupture stuff going on. I did turn down Thunder Branch. I realized that now. I should have taken Thunder Branch. Oh well. If we're lucky, we'll be able to get it again. Feels bad forgetting something like that, though, but I think we're going to be fine still. Big issue here is going to be, later floors. We're going to take like, at least, like, at most, like, 3 one-side attacks, like, first turn a lot of these fights. We've got some egos that could potentially help us deal with that, like, use some, like, mass attack type stuff, like, throwing in some, like, 4th match flames or some soups or whatever. Depends on what, like, the enemies are weak to, but, some mass attacks here and there to make sure that they don't get the chance to attack us is a pretty good move, I think. And we do have Thrill, so our rupture potential is really high. Even if we just purely block, enemies will just start dying thanks to the power of Thrill. I think I actually did see, I don't think I fully watched the entire thing, but I did see, like, someone attempt a run where they just didn't Mirror Dungeon without a single attack thing, and just only, like, evading thanks to the power of Thrill. And yeah, it checks out. Thrill is kinda stupid. Just kinda. I don't like the static effects of the Malkuth announcer. I don't know, they bother me a little bit. It's fine, don't get me wrong, but yeah. So silly. I had to use ideally to pull you. Shh. And because of that, I'm probably going to randomly get her in one of these, like, daily pulls I still have left. Knowing my luck, I'm expecting it. I've made a lot of good progress on the actual Starlight Train. I think currently I've got, I believe, what, 5 nodes left? Each of them worth 400, so like that's like 2,000. So like, I'm definitely very close. How many more runs is that? Probably like 12, 13 more Mirror Dungeon runs, and before I can actually like max out the Starlight Tree, which is really funny. I know there are plenty of people that have already maxed it out, and I'm not like, gonna be like first at party or something, but still, it feels nice being, among the earliest. Oh, it has been over a week, or over a month since Mirror Dungeon 3 launched, so, meh. Although it's been, like, about a month. It hasn't even been a month since Mirror Dungeon 3 hard release, which is when people realize that, oh, we're gonna have to grind horribly for this. Because, like, I stockpiled a bunch of, like, Starlight before Mirror Dungeon 3 hard released, when Mirror Dungeon 3 was all we had. But nowhere near enough. I think I had, like, 2,000, 3,000 in stockpile, and I thought that would have been more than enough, but it definitely was not. Oh, well, I like the grind. It's gonna be kind of sad when I don't have the grind, because I've just kind of been doing that, like, a lot in my free time, just kind of, like, throwing YouTube on the side and just mirror dungeoning. It's nice. Although not having to worry about Starlight means I no longer need to pay much attention to the rest bonuses, which will be a good thing. I mean, I'll definitely want more of it, because there are, like, the one-time only things, starting with Tier 4s, stuff like that, which are pretty beneficial effects. But on the other hand, it's kind of annoying just kind of, like, feeling like I can't do special theme teams without, like, basically losing out on a lot of Starlight. And that won't matter nearly as much when I don't have to worry about Starlight, when I don't care as much, really. We're taking some damage here and there, not much, though. Not like they can do much of anything against the power of Dawn. The entity is struggling. It's just taking its chance to suppress this completely. Thank you, Malkuth. That attack was effective. You should try that again. It is nice hearing Malkuth's voice again. And I mean, I have heard it recently-ish because I've been watching a friend playing Ruina recently. And he just today, just like an hour ago, he got to Reverb Ensemble. Pretty funny. He thought he was close to the end of the game, and he's still got, what is it, like 16 fights or something? I guess, 10 for Reverb, 1 for BS. I guess you would count it 5 for Keter Realization, and then 2 more. Yeah, that's 18. That's a lot. Although, I don't know. Might just have him skip Keter Realization. I don't know. Skip and come back to it or something. I don't know. I don't think there's any mods for that. I really wish there was. Because I think Keter Realization is much better done after everything else, because it ruins the flow kind of significantly. I don't know, if Keter Realization was like an optional after game thing, then I'd be a lot more fine with it. But like the end game is already slow enough as it is in Ruina, with there being fight after fight after fight. Adding, 5 more fights in the midst was not PM's best move. That's how it is. I've voiced my dislike on Keter Realization plenty in the past, I believe. Shouldn't come as any sort of shock at this point, I don't think. But oh well. Not much that can be done about that. I don't know, if any of you guys know any good solutions to just skipping it entirely, let me know, but if so, I'll have my friend do that, and I'll have him come back to it later. He also does want to get to Limbus, in time for him to actually be able to do magic bullet pulls, but he should be able to. Shouldn't take him. He's been playing like 6 hours a day on average these past couple of days. Something like that. So I think he definitely could. Guess we'll see. If nothing else, I could just, like, give him, like, cheat pages and have him, like, speed through it. Cause I don't know, I'm so torn, because the Angela stuff is super cool, don't get me wrong, but the fights themselves, like, I like the first 4 phases, like, well enough. But, like, God, I don't really feel like having to worry about Silent Girl again. But now it's back up. What's going on? That's what I want to know. You're at 1 HP and you didn't get healed because you took the damage from Thrill, which didn't count as... fair enough. Well, roll a Dom Nom, you get more rupture going for the funny. Not that we need more rupture on you. But it sure is funny. And cook anything, I guess, does reduce the rupture number a little bit. But that's fine. Still a lot of rupture, and you'll gain some back from thrill, so not really that big of an issue. And Gregor gets his second skill slot here. Factory. I guess, like, I mean, by the time you guys have seen this, we know what the banner is for next week, but I don't know it, so I could make my predictions. Would be really funny if I actually ended up getting it right, though, and like, because like no one would necessarily believe me. Maybe you guys would. I don't know. It wouldn't make that big of a difference. I don't know. I'm still hoping for like thumb in or something. That would be fun. Thumb, like bleed IDs, ammo stuff, discard stuff potentially. I don't know. More discards just in general could be cool. Getting more like DHE. Getting more She is like kind of, it's a long time coming. I think I said this before, but I really do not think we are going to be getting Captain Ishmael this week, because if so, we would have gotten a teaser for it already. A bunch of other random things that, you know, could potentially be what we got. Also, I realized I skipped the rest stop when I meant to upgrade Wound Cleared, because I was just kind of going autopilot because I was talking about Keter realization. Oh well. I'll get my Wound Cleared in time. Do you love the city you live in? No. Do you love the city you live in? No. I missed the button. You should have died to the rupture. Actually, you didn't have enough rupture to die. That's right. We kind of spent it all. Yeah, my bad. My bad. I ate all the rupture. It happens. I don't even know if we're going to give Dawn a chance to, like, eat people properly this run. Because enemies need to be, you know, below half HP. Or, no, Dawn needs to be below half HP, and, she hasn't taken the... I shouldn't jinx it, though. The chances are that will happen on one of the later floors, but chances are she'll just die instantly when it happens. I'll take my outpost. It's still early enough for it to be somewhat beneficial. It'll trigger a single time. That's good enough. The shop. Glimpse of flames, interesting. Rusted cutting knife is more bleed, potentially. I'll take it, yeah. Why not? Smoke and wires could be, we don't need it. I'd rather save some cost, head to the rest stop, which is there, okay. I'll have enough cost and time to get Wound Cleared to ++, I believe. Because Wound Cleared is just a tier 1, right? I think so, I guess I don't know, so. No, it's a tier 2, okay. So then it's what? It's tier 1s are like 80, and then tier 2s are 100, something like that? Or is it tier 1's 60 and tier 2's 80? I really don't know, partially because of the fact I have reduced the cost, thanks to just having the Starlight benefits to reduce the cost. I do know I did in fact get the reward that reduces how much it costs to upgrade Bleed Eagle gifts, so it probably will only be like 60 or something for Wound Cleared anyways. Guess I'll see though. So far I've done those ones for, I believe, Burn and Bleed, and the one that just gives you a chance to not spend cost in general when upgrading EU gifts. Oh. Butcher Beyond loses these. Oh no, it wins them after all. My bad for doubting you. Okay. Also, these enemies are blowing up from the rupture, aren't they? That's nice. Love to see it. If only we took Thunder Branch early on to lean into it even more. But that's fine. We do have the battery, so we even know the chefs are doing plenty of rupture. We are also actually using a control team ID for the Malkuth. Or no, we're using a, what am I saying? We're using a training team ID with the Malkuth, so it doesn't fit. The only control team ID is Faust, who, as far as I know, has not eaten people. But, you know, maybe I'm missing out on something. The definition of cannibalism can easily be strewn in all sorts of directions, I suppose. It's like the whole thing about, like, oh, does eating mermaids count as eating people? Because they were humans, but not humans anymore. Like, I mean, at that point, they're, like, uncurable. I mean, Is that what determines whether or not, you know, a mermaid's human? I mean, mermaids are still human as far as the city is concerned, I suppose. Since they originated from humans, and that's kind of what the city cares about. If they originated from humans, they remain humans no matter what. So I guess by the city's logic, mermaids are cannibals, or eating mermaids would be cannibalism. So that means Queequeg and, you know, the rest of the Pequod are cannibals. Sure, they needed to survive, but, like, same could be said about, like, R-Corp, you know, the people in the hatchery. Same could also be said about Vespa. He sure did eat Moses' arm in Distortion Detective. That is cannibal. I mean, that one's obviously cannibalism. Even if he only did it because, you know, he had to eat to survive. Still a very strange thing for, you know, one of the protagonists to have eaten another protagonist's arm. Although Vespa wasn't a protagonist until, you know, after that moment, of course. He was just like a antagonist before then. That was the first taste of N-Corp we got in the series, Vespa was. And, sure is something else. N-Corp still is very strange, that's for sure. We'll learn more about them in time, though. There's no way we don't, given how important they are to the plot. Herman being the director of N-Corp at this point, and which is really strange, because she was a director of G-Corp at some point, I believe. The old G-Corp, so she just kind of switched between corps. I guess just because she was so good, the other corps were like, yeah, sure, you might have, like, turned everyone into bugs and, like, caused, like, the downfall of the corp, but, like, what are the chances you do it again? And then that's when they're all like, yeah, it's a pretty low chance, I think. And then they all, like, laugh and have a good time or something. And everyone, you know, smiled and was happy. I don't know what I'm talking about. You can really tell when I'm recording some of these, like, late at night, because, you know, I feel like I've got a very different energy, it feels like, recording at night. Maybe? I don't know. I kind of, like, feel like I kind of black out when I'm recording, just in general. I don't really remember most of what I'm doing right now. I guess I should also mention this, but, the stream tomorrow might get delayed, might get pushed back a week. So I don't know. It kind of depends. I'm gonna have to see how I'm feeling tomorrow, but, or I guess the day of the stream, Saturday. We'll have to see how I'm feeling exactly, because Gregor has been a bit of a handful recently. He peed on my bed earlier today, just unprompted. That was very rude of him. And he's just kind of been very needy for attention if it isn't, you know, early in the morning. So I might move the stream back to be late, just so I can actually do it at a time where Gregor is asleep. Might try doing it, like, normal stream time after all, like, you know, 7-ish, 8-ish, something like that. I don't know. If I'm feeling bad, I might just cancel it entirely, though. I don't know, I guess let me know. Because I really want to make more Ruina progress, but at the same time, new dog, overwhelming, new environment for him because it's, you know, my apartment as opposed to how beforehand, you know, it was just my parents' house for winter break. And I guess he's just kind of been feeling needy, which makes enough sense. I'd like to be able to give him that attention, especially for these first few weeks when he's still just settling in. But I do enjoy the streams a lot, and I don't know when the next time... I guess if nothing else, I'm gonna have to stream for Refraction Rally 3. That's probably happening soon. Who knows, maybe that's what they're about to announce, like, the morning that this video is posted. Oh no, don't go that way. Almost instinctively went the wrong way. No, but I guess we could upgrade Thrill, actually, if I wanted to. That's cool. You're starting up by 1 instead 2. That is a cool effect, but, I like the idea of getting some bleed going. We can upgrade something else, too. Not you, unfortunately, but... yeah, only 75... only 48 to upgrade this, because I have the discount on bleedy stuff. That's nice. Muzzle... is this worth upgrading? More... bleed... even more bleed... I'll take the rusted muzzle, why not? And I can upgrade it twice, yeah. Thanks to getting the lucky... oh, I got lucky again! Huh. There we go, I didn't get lucky that time. Well, that was some good upgrades. We've got like some bleedy synergy going on now. Wound Clarity is at ++, so our wrath attacks in general inflict bleed. That's a nice effect. Like our wrath attacks already did inflict bleed, but it's more bleed now. This inflicts bleed, this is bleed, this is bleed, this is bleed, this is bleed. Everything you have is bleed, and your first two skills are bleed. You don't have any bleed, of course, because you're a rupture unit, much to a lot of people's shock. Makes a lot of sense, though, because that's, you know, kind of what they just pair Gluttony with. Okay, how well is our clashing looking? The answer is not very well. Are any of these going for Dawn, and we kind of just want to let them go through? Nope, none of it's going for Dawn. Alright, that's fine. You'll gain aggro next turn. Maybe it'll actually target you with the aggro. We'd have to be lucky for the aggro to actually do something for once, but you know, it's possible. Ooh, scary. Ooh, scary. Ooh, scary. Yeah, that is scary. Oh. I mean, we win these, so I guess it's not that scary. We lose these, so that's fairly scary. Oh, no, we do win these. Okay, nice. A little bit of paralysis, too, just to make sure that, you know, Ryoshu's guaranteed to win her clash. And you do resist the slash, though, and most of what we have on this team is slash. We got a little bit of Pierce with, like, Gregor's skill 2, Ryoshu's skill 2, Dawn's skill 3. Actually, is your skill... It's your skill 2. Is it your skill 2 or your skill 1? No, your skill 1 is blunt. Oh, yeah, that's right. That checks out. I'll clash that, clash that, clash that. You can't clash anything. Okay, then Dawn can take a hit. That works. Dawn's got dominating on both of these. That's nice. Get some more rupture off with this. Quite a bit more, in fact. That's nice. Flashing Lure is also more rupture. Target has low rupture count. And our target might have low rupture count, actually. Yeah, nice. Because it needs to be, what is it, 3 or more? Or, I mean, 3 or less rupture count? Is that it? Or is it 2 or less rupture count? Something like that. And I think it counts after you actually hit her, or hit the target. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the body's taking a lot of damage just thanks to the Thrill. How's it looking? 46-6. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll hit the body with, like, you a couple times, and that's all. And then you guys just go for the arm. We're ignoring the Talisman gimmick because I'm pretty sure you're just going to blow up from Thrill if nothing else this turn. Because we do stay net positive with the Rupture count thanks to these attacks, and we do increase the Rupture potency quite significantly. Oh, we actually lose there. Oof. You are weak to Blunt. But you do resist Lust, so it's not that bad. Well, Thrill will do a lot of damage. Will it be enough to kill? Honestly, probably. You're at, like, what, 300 HP? Yeah, you're definitely dead. Yeah, there you go. 308 damage thanks to Thrill. Very powerful ego gift. Not that anyone was saying to the contrary. And there's Thunder Branch. Slot weight up, that's fine. Just don't need to use mass attacks. Fine by me. We don't have any rupture mass attacks. I don't think so. Right? Right, yeah. Unless we count, like... I guess we do, theoretically, because AEDD is rupture. I guess Lantern Corrosion is rupture. Don't know why I'm saying rupture instead is rupture. I think the Awakening inflicts rupture on, like, the... If I added, actually, Threadspin 4. Yeah, there's a Spark Discharge, which is rupture count when hit with Gloom attacks. And we do have Gloom attacks thanks to Dawn's skill 3. Something to keep in mind, perhaps? Okay. You guys, focus on your voice. Sure thing, Malkuth. If you insist, we're taking some one-sided hits. Nothing too bad, though, I don't think. Maybe not, at least. Guess we'll see. Get a little bit of bind on Dawn, that's okay. Get some more attacks off, hopefully we're fine. Might want to consider egoing or something to make sure that we are fine. Oh, there's a stagger on Dawn. I guess Dawn is getting below half HP though, that's good. Is she? I don't actually think she... I mean, she is below half right now, yeah? Yeah, okay. I think that was below half, right? Yeah, it was. Okay. Just need to make sure. I didn't actually pay enough attention the first time I looked at that. Well, we'll be able to bite an enemy at some point then. That's good to see. Although, whenever we get a kill with Ryoshu, we do just heal an ally up. Yeah. So I believe now Dawn has enough HP to not get the benefit. Okay. That's fine. She'll be close to staggering at least next fight. Maybe we'll try that against the boss or something. Let Dawn, like, tank a hit or something. And, get the funny. You take a bite of an enemy. Gray coat, mass deck damage up. Alright. Not that great, but alright. Ooh, NDA. Can anyone do this? I mean, what is this? Is this the one that's like Lust and Gluttony? It's Gloom and Lust. Oh, I think Dawn might be able to do that then. No, 50-50 on Otis. No NDA for us. That's fine. Would just be a damage up. It's a nice effect, but nothing too bad. Also, that is Fairy Gentleman as the boss of this floor, who's a bit of a pushover and, you know, a funny person to target with cannibalism. Since he's probably, like, one of the more edible abnormalities, if he is made of the fairy line. I don't know if he's made out of it, per se, but, you know, wouldn't be shocked. Let Dawn take some hits here. I meant for you to redirect one of those, perchance. And you can clash that. And then Dawn's gonna take a bunch of hits here. Dawn's getting staggered. And that's exactly what we want. We just make sure Dawn doesn't die. Enemies are taking a bunch of damage from Thrill. That's good. Resist the Pierce. Weak to the Wrath, though, I believe. Right? Maybe, I don't know. Okay, there we go. Below half now. Take a little bit more damage from the strike down. Redirect any attacks going for you. Oh, you've got aggro, so I guess some of these guys are going for you. What's going to do the least, though? Roll. Okay, we redirect those two then. Redirect this. Take some damage on you guys. But next turn, we'll be able to take a big bite out of one of these Abnos, finally. Are we even able to? Will we heal up too much with the... Is it when skill starts with below half, or is it when you use this coin, the third coin? If we use the third coin, heal up above half, do we not get the fourth coin? I actually don't know. I still have yet to see the fourth coin, like, at all in-game. I've seen it in, you know, the trailer, of course. It's when she just takes a bite out of whatever enemy is, just like the maniac she is. Yeah, there's a whirlwind nom. We'll do that on who's the least likely to die? You, potentially? Yeah, you're neutral to Gloom. These guys are weak to Gloom, so they will absolutely blow up. You can get a kill here. I don't think you'll heal from that necessarily, right? Your passive just hits people that were targeting you already. Yeah, right. But that's not gonna happen. Okay, this looks good. And this goes first anyways. Do we get the... No, we just killed the third coin. Anyways, yeah, I should have seen that coming. Oh well. We're gonna get healed basically up to full now, at least. I can cook anything, or not anything, but Otis's, or Ryoshu's passive means that we sure do heal up Dawn even more. That thing just blew up. Actually, Ryoshu's passive probably hit for Gregor here, honestly. He's probably lower HP at this point. Yeah. Okay, charred disc, sure. Spread the burn, the very existent burn we have on this team. Ooh. Special contract, so we could just kind of kill the Fairy Gentleman. I'll probably just have to go for, like, full Rupture stuff on the body and, like, you know, have the other two deal with the arm or something. Because if we can take down the arm, or the body before the arm, then contract will do stupid amounts of damage to that guy. Okay, you guys take some damage. You might get staggered. I wouldn't be surprised. That's fine if so, though. We can make do, I believe. We trigger that passive as well, so we got a little bit more healing off. Whirlwind Om definitely heals us up to full. Yep, 195 is full. Okay, more thrill damage. Double from the flashing lure, get the Lust Resonance going. Which means we'd trigger Whispers, so we would get Fanatic if Dawn was from an N-Corp unit. Believe it or not, Dawn is not an N-Corp unit. She gets the sanity still, but that doesn't matter at full sanity. And just you two left so we can double Whirlwind Nom Nom Nom. Not that we're going to get, we don't even get the third coin off on that guy, and we don't even get the second coin off on that guy. Nice. We're just killing too much to get a big bite of any of these enemies. What a strange issue to have. What a strange issue to have. Okay. Let's see. We're still going to go for Rupture and Bleed stuff. Commemorative coin. It doesn't help us that much. We're not egoing very much. Ryoshu skill. Nah. Downpour is funny. Dawn scale. We can give you another skill 3. Might as well. Barb Snare. Get a little bit more Rupture going. Sure thing. And then grab Tomorrow's Fortune, because it's like the only thing we were actually able to afford. I think it's the cheapest you get from the game, right? Actually, Full Body Pack might be like 97 on discounted or something like that. Either Full Body Pack or Tomorrow's Fortune, I think, is the cheapest you'll get. They're the only ones that are sub 100 when you have the discounts active. I think. Okay, some blunt attacks. It's fine. You might get staggered. I think you're used to this at that point, though. Anyways, Dawn's deck is now half Whirlwind Nom Nom Nom, so that's pretty nice. Okay, you didn't get staggered there, although you do lose this clash and we'll get staggered here. Yeah, you physically cannot win that. Yeah, there is the Gregor stagger. Okay. Is he gonna get pummeled to death? Probably not. Yeah, that won't do too much damage to him. That's good. Go for this then. More damage on Ryoshu, but she's taking it decently well. Checo. I think, like, I'm pretty sure that's just, like, a Korean onomatopoeia for, like, I don't even know if onomatopoeia is the right word for that. It's a Korean noise for nom. It's the same purpose as nom, right? Something like that. Like the chago, whatever it is she's saying there. I can't tell what is it. I think it's like captioned as just being nom nom on as their on kill thing when I looked in the compendium. Just going chago every time she kills someone. And I'm probably like misinterpreting that entirely. It probably doesn't sound anything like chago or something. Maybe I'm saying something completely different. I don't know. You get what I mean though. Whatever she says when she kills. I think it vaguely translates to om nom. Very fittingly. We'll let her get another kill just so we can see. Like the chago. Whatever it is. I don't know, it might just be insane. Well, Fairy Gentleman time. We've encountered actually a fair few bit of troubles. We didn't get any actual like hard floor bosses though, so or floor 4 fights, what I'm trying to say. So maybe that's why. Okay, we're gonna rupture up the body. So start with a little bit of that, start with a little bit of this, and then a little bit of this, I guess. Yeah, sure. We bleed the arm and then we burn. And then we tremor the body. I guess that's how I'm splitting this. So we see which team is going to be able to take their part out first. Is it like incredibly imbalanced because the body has got like significantly more HP than the arm? Yes, but it's also Rupture, which is notably better, usually. And Bleed's also good. I shouldn't trash on Bleed, but Rupture is just kind of insane at this point. Okay, we try this. See how it goes. You heal up, of course. One on, get more Rupture going. Flashing Lure, we have Thunder Branch active, so the Rupture count isn't going low enough for just to get more Rupture count there, but that's fine. Yeah, left arm gets broken here, which means it takes the contract 200 damage. There was a bunch more damage that just happened there, like out of nowhere. Sure. Actually, I think I'm just gonna block for the rest of this. I'm just gonna let the Rupture do the rest of the work. Because that's pretty funny. Just do a couple more Whirlwind Nom Nom Noms, make sure the Rupture is at a stupid number, and then let it die. Yeah. Like that. Didn't even get the chance to attack because it got staggered, and then, you know, just died to Thrill. What a thrill. You did the most damage, actually. I mean, I guess the thing is, we are building up Rupture with, say, Dawn, so... And then Ryoshi's, like, claiming more of the Rupture, thanks to having more coins in general. Still fine. Claim the rewards, give me my 3 Battle Pass levels. Battle Pass 794. Perfectly normal number, perfectly normal number. And grab the boxes. Modulize, take a look at the starter buffs, yeah. Yeah, that's 5 more of these. Each of these are 400. And then I'll max out the tree. Definitely can do it within a couple days' time. I guess the module is a big constraint here, though. I can always use boxes if I need to, but I don't want to. Not the Eater. We got the daily extractions to do. See if we get unfortunate and manage to get a Malkuth announcer out of nowhere. I mean, it still would be 100 threads, so I'd, you know, take it, but it would kind of hurt to see it, like, when I decide to do the 10 pull instead of just relying on the daily extractions for the rest of the time for the Walpurgis Night pulls. Such would be it would be a fitting end for me though. Okay, no. Oh, there still is a couple more days. We'll see. But yeah, that's just the power of cannibalism and, you know, their insane bleed and rupture potential. Yeah, 35-minute run. I think we got really lucky with some of the things that we encountered, though. Probably a big reason why we did so well with a team like this. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!